What's up, Misha? What's up, Brustbox? What's up, Seven Sage? Yes, I have heard about it. It's aging code by the hour, yep. I think novel AI will be fine. I mean, I think the team and the infrastructure is like the hard part of that anyway. So they'll be fine. But still sucks, but at least it was like their first released model and not their like 10-year perfected model. Although it's still pretty good, but what's up, anime? Let's get into some stories. Let me see here. Here's a prompt by... Let me look at the prompts channel. Let's see here. Here's a prompt by Misha. Thank you, Misha. What's up, Omagona?
You are Duncan Wigglesworth III, the son of a wealthy assassination business. Your father is disappointed with you as you've just failed your first mission, killing 3 beehives that are disturbing an elderly couple. Your father calls you into his office to give you a good talking to. Option 1. Duncan, I want you to know how disappointed my family is in you. Dad, I'm sorry. Option 2. Your father, Duncan, what did I tell you about bee stings?
Duncan!
You'll get another chance. But sir, I have no more money.
Novel AI needs automatic
Option 3.
downloads. You
Duncan,
need
I am disappointed in you. Your father says sternly and takes off his glasses. I told you not to be so careless. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Well, I don't think you can with web, right? You can't just like auto... And I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure it's... I keep downloading 10 zips with similar engines. Yeah. I think that might just be a limitation of the files. Like, I wonder what the solution for that would be. Yeah. Hey. Novel AI said they don't do anything to make it not safe for work, so I imagine a lot of fetish art is going to come out of this. And Chrome, you can enable multi-downloads.
I am disappointed in you. Your father says sternly and takes off his glasses. I told you not to be so careless.
Duncan. You hear buzzing outside and realize that your failed attempt to exterminate the bees attacking the elderly has resulted in a massive bee uprising. There are thousands of bees trying attacking everyone in the town.
You hear buzzing outside and realize that your failed attempt to exterminate the bees attacking the elderly has resulted in a massive bee uprising. There are thousands of bees attacking everyone in the town. Option 1. You can't do anything but run around like a madman trying to get out of the hive before it kills you. The bees are getting closer and closer to you. Option 2. You run out of your room and sprint towards the center of town where the bees are attacking people. No,
Interesting.
Dunkun, don't go into the center of town.
No, Dunkun!
Option 3. You run out of the house and see many people running towards you. You catch up to them and they ask if you can help them. Yes, you say and start running towards the bees.
Whoa! Anime moment.
Vote for
Like,
your favorite AI response.
I'm gonna one punch all of the bees. Yeah, 7th Stage. I didn't think it would be this big for them, but their Discord has literally doubled in size. I can't imagine how many new subscribers they must get. So it's clearly doing very, very well for them. Thankfully. I know they put a lot of hard work into it. It would have been a bummer if they put 3 months worth of work into it and then it just didn't take off. The leak stuff has been a mess, though. Yeah, Hank, we've been trying to stay abreast of the situation, but... Hank, I didn't know, like, I read that blog post, sort of, but it looks like they're kind of trying to rewrite stuff.
You run out of the house and see
Puts
many
people working on
running
similar stuff in a
towards
hard
you.
spot.
You catch up to them and they ask if you can help them. Yes, you say and start running towards the bees.
Okay. You level up and gain the following bee strike powers. The following bee strike ability.
You level up and gain the following bee strike ability. Option 1. Bee strike increase damage by 10% against all enemies, increase damage by 20% against all enemy bees, increase damage by 40% against any enemy bee swarm increase.
Okay.
Option 2. Bee strike, Sue, at first level, you learn how to use your body weight to fight against enemy bees.
Interesting.
Option 3. Bee strike, you increase your speed by 20% and your attack damage by 50%. This effect only applies when you're in melee combat.
It's quite a
Vote
upgrade.
for your
All of
favorite
these are
AI
quite
response.
Big upgrades. But I wonder if all the bee venom is gonna give us some serious negative stats here. Yeah, I do like the weight. I like weight-based ability. Which, I mean, you know what that's gonna cause. We're gonna gain like 400 pounds now. Just for the bees. I became morbidly obese to fight the bees, okay? Get off my back. Use your fat to kill bees. Yeah, I love that.
Bee strike, Sue,
Duncan
at
Wigglesworth,
first level,
more like
you learn how to
Duncan
use your
Hines
body weight to
after
fight
this.
against enemy bees.
You successfully use your fat to fend off the bees. Can we work? It's hip to fuck bees into the script. Yeah, it's hip to fuck bees. I think I saw that first on YTMND or something. Very fun remix of the song. I don't know if it's just that line too. It's hip to fuck bees. You successfully used your fat to fend off the bees. A woman, an elderly woman in the crowd. More like Duncan Thicklesworth. Now you got it. An elderly woman in the crowd runs up to you and thanks you. You lean in for a kiss with her.
You successfully use your fat to fend off the bees. An elderly woman in the crowd runs up to you and thanks you. You lean in for a kiss with her. Option 1. She kisses you back passionately and starts rubbing her breasts on your chest.
Boy, I
You
have to
feel an
disable.
orgasm coming on.
Oh,
You pull
my
away and
God.
look down at her.
Oh,
W
yeah.
what the fuck?
W, what the fuck?
Option 2. She pulls
I
back
don't know.
and says, that was quick. You look at her and she smiles. You notice her tits shaking underneath her dress. Thank you and good luck on your next mission.
Yeah, thank you. Now I'm doing it for
Option
her.
3. She kisses you back and you feel yourself getting shocked by an electrical current. Your eyes widen as you feel your body being electrocuted.
That's strange. The bees
Vote
have
for your
taken over.
favorite AI response.
It's like, what's that one movie with Eddie Murphy with the little tiny aliens? That's what this elderly woman is, but for the bees, she's like a giant human mech in an elderly woman's body. We ruined our chances of being a granny fucker in number 1. I don't know about that. Meet Dave. That's exactly what I'm thinking of anyway. We're having a Meet Dave situation with the bees in number 3.
She kisses you back and you
Here
feel
we go.
yourself getting shocked by an electrical current. Your eyes widen as you feel your body being electrocuted.
The elderly woman was actually a bee, a beehive, a mobile beehive disguised as a human. You wake up on a bed of honeycomb and realize you are captive in a bee megacity underground, somewhere underground. The bee queen flies up to you and introduces herself as ...
The elderly woman was actually a mobile
How this
beehive
turned into a movie
disguised
about
as a
sentient
human.
bee empires.
You wake up on a bed of
That's
honeycomb
how it
and
happens,
realize you
Armageddon.
are captive in a bee megacity somewhere underground. The bee queen flies up and introduces herself as Option 1. Queen Bee. Hello, my name is Queen Bee and I rule over this colony.
Boring name.
She says. Option 2. A member of the Bee Council. Hello Duncan, my name is Queen Annette. I am the bee queen of this city and I have a proposition for you.
Oh, I like that. That gives us
Option
some...
3. Queen Bee. Welcome to my city, my dear Duncan. She says and kneels down before you. You have been away from me too long. Vote for your favorite AI response.
She's kneeling to us at number 3? That's interesting. Number 2, I feel like, is the most plausible because it's like, listen, we could have just killed you with a bunch of bee venom, but we have a proposition. We're the king. Does that mean I gotta sleep with this tiny bee? I don't think that's gonna work out. This is like reverse bee movie. We're a guy trying to fuck a little bee. It means we are a
Queen
power
Bee.
bottom.
Welcome to my city, my dear Duncan.
Yeah.
She says and kneels down before you. You have been away from me too long.
We turn into be like in The Fly. Oh man, like David Cronenberg's The Fly. Yeah. It's been too long for a rewatch. I gotta rewatch that soon. Highly recommend if you've never seen it. It's disgusting, but it's pretty great. Jeff Goldblum kills it. Is Gina Davis in that movie, or am I thinking of I'm pretty sure, right? You should see the Vincent Price version of The Fly. Oh, I've never. Yeah, I should. I didn't realize there. Yeah, is that the first one? Yeah, I didn't realize Vincent Price was in it. One of Jeff's best performances. Yeah. You asked. You realized that Queen Bee has made you their king. You look at the portrait on the wall and see that you look exactly like the old Bee King who had been thought dead for the past 100 years. You play along, and the Bee Queen and the Queen Bee tells you her plan against the elderly.
You realize that Queen Bee has made you their king. You look at a portrait on the wall and see that you look exactly like the old Bee King who had been thought dead for the past 100 years. You play along and the Queen Bee tells you her plan against the elderly. Option 1. The bees will attack the elderly when they get tired of defending themselves against the swarm. They'll need to be fed or else they'll die.
Okay.
Option 2. The elderly will become a hive of honeybees and then we shall swarm all over the world.
Oh my god, they're turning
She
the elderly
informs you
into
that
honeybees.
she's going to turn you into a new Bee King. Option 3. Queen Bee, I will turn all these old people into bees and then they'll never be able to die.
Huh?
You are confused, but you realize that you must do something about it.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Vote
real
for your favorite AI response.
So if your bee can't die, but bees die all the time. Hush you! What's up, Federico? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't want to turn the elderly into bees. Can I leave? Or is that like a no-no? Is that a big no-no? I think I'd like to leave. These are special immortal bees. Okay, that makes sense then.
The elderly will become a hive of honeybees and then we shall swarm all over the world.
Yeah.
She informs you that she's going to turn you into a new Bee King.
If Vincent Price was in a movie about modern day, who would be the big bad? Rogue AI murder mystery? Oh. I'm thinking up a prompt. Yeah, sorry. Spooky! Yeah. I'm back on PC. You have to save the elderly from this terrible fate. You know, you must quietly sabotage the bees' mission. You start by finding out where the bees store their intel.
You have to save the elderly from this terrible fate. You must quietly sabotage the bees' mission. You start by finding out where the bees store their intel. Option 1. You get a message from a bee inside the hive. I know where you're hiding the bees' intel. It's in the honeycomb right next to us.
Oh, okay, we gotta help her
Option
in the
2.
inside.
You find a note written on a piece of paper saying, this is the location of the bees' hive. They come here every morning to collect intel. Option 3. You find a hidden entrance to the hive. You go to the hive and see it is a huge hive with many workers and hundreds of queens.
Wow, hundreds of queens. Wow, it's a mega colony.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
I mean, you can't have one queen. That's just like a bottleneck. But if you have hundreds of queens all pumping out kids every day, all day, that's scary. I don't know if bees are like ants, but I know like ants are like hermaphrodites, and then like they feed a bunch of royal jelly to like a regular ant and it turns into a queen. It's very strange. I'm excited to read Sound Sage. Queen Latifah is all over the place. Yeah, that's the Queen I was talking about.
You find a note written on a piece of paper saying, this is the location of the bees' hive. They come here every morning to collect intel.
Mm-hmm. I bet they do. You hide out and see that there is a meeting of the queens talking about their next strike, next plan of attack. I can't believe Freddie Mercury is the progenitor of all bees. The queen bee himself. Oh, there you go. You hide out and see that there's a meeting of the queens taking place about the next plan of attack. You overhear a detailed version of their plan.
You hide out and see that there is a meeting of the queens talking about their next plan of attack. You overhear a detailed version of their plan. Option 1. We're going to use the elderly to get to the hive. We'll split them apart and make them merge into one big hive. You think that's a pretty clever idea. Option 2.
Sure, I guess.
We are going to send our drones to attack the elderly.
They have drones?
We will take them to the hive and free them. Option 3. We shall go to the old man's house and take him hostage. Then we shall swarm all over the world. You decide to kill the bees and then save the old man.
Interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Submissioning, you know, manless drones that shoot honey missiles. Drones are males. Interesting. Drones are like the worker bees. Yeah.
We are going to send our drones to attack the elderly. We will take them to the hive and free them.
You realize free them means killing, just means transforming them into bees, into more bees. You sneak out of the hive and head to the nearest elderly care facility. You arm all the elderly folks with the following anti-bee weaponry.
You realize free them means transforming them into more bees.
Transforming?
You sneak out of the hive and head to the nearest elderly care facility. You are all the elderly folks with the following anti-bee weaponry. Option 1-to-1, a giant bee killer 2, a fire extinguisher 3, a bomb 4, a large box of bees 5, a bee killer 6, a bee killer 7. Option 2-to-1, a large bee soup 2, an anti-buzzing spray 3, a fire extinguisher 4, a fire hose 5, a large leaf blower 6, a water hose 7. Option 3, honeybee killer X. You may use your body weight to kill bees.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You make a bee swarm of 10 bees and surround the elderly person.
I forgot about the body
Vote
weight.
for your favorite AI response.
Oh, I know what it is then. None of these are effective except for the body weight thing. So we have to get the elderly fat. It's prune juice and sugar, cookies, and cakes. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's time to get as fat as you possibly can in 24 hours. The bee stings are ineffective if you're morbidly obese. It's good news that half of you are already there, so. But the other half of you olds get to eating.
Honeybee killer X. You may use your body weight to kill bees. You make a bee swarm of 10 bees and surround the elderly person.
Your hypothesis is correct. The fat elderly are venerable bee tanks and super effective at attacking without, while also super resistant to their stings. You take all the elderly folks to an old country buffet. And get them to eat as much as they possibly can to prepare for the attack that is coming tonight.
Your hypothesis is correct. The fat elderly are venerable bee tanks and super effective at attacking while also super resistant to their stings. You take all the elderly folks to an old country buffet and get them to eat as much as they possibly can to prepare for the attack that is coming tonight.
Hell yeah.
Option 1. The queen bee comes in and announces that they will be sending their drones to attack the elderly tonight. I wonder how many of those drones they have, you think.
Yeah, not enough.
Option 2. You go back to the hive and tell Queen Bee what you did. She looks at the elderly and realizes they were the bees' best targets because of their age.
Oh no! That means the bees are going to start attacking.
You sneak into the hive and find the queen bee and she asks you to bring her some more food. You're welcome, you say, and the queen bee flies away.
Yeah, there's no
Vote
reason we were going after
AI
the elderly
response.
other than they were easy targets. So now they're hard targets. Well, we're just going to go after another type of people. Time to start attacking all the babies and women in the park. Go after wheelchair users. Yeah, yeah. The Coma Award.
You go back to the hive and tell Queen Bee what you did. She looks at the elderly and realizes they were the bees' best targets because of their age.
You breathe a sigh of relief. But the queen says, well, now that they are not easy targets, we'll just have to go for our number 2, our second choice. Babies and burn victims. Luckily, they're in the same wing of the hospital. You watch as a mega swarm of bees take over the hospital.
You breath a sigh of relief. But the queen says, well, now that they are not easy targets, we'll just have to go for our second choice, babies and burn victims. You watch as a megaswarm of bees take over the hospital. Option 1. You rush to the hospital and see that the nurses are already swarmed by bees.
It's like the
You quickly find
like
the nurses'
birds,
station and grab some bandages and antiseptic. Option 2. You sneak out of the hive and are confronted by the megaswarm bees. Queen Bee asks you to stop. You look at her and ask why? Option 3. You see some nursemaids handing out injections to the babies. The Queen Bee orders her drones to attack the nurses and the babies. You are stunned by the size of the swarm of bees.
Interesting. Number 2, I feel like has an interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Like we're gonna hear an impassioned speech by Queen Bee that's gonna explain why this whole shit dig is going down. The bees are taking roids. Yeah, they're taking something. All right, here we go.
You see some nursemaids handing out injections to the babies. The Queen Bee orders her drones to attack the nurses and the babies. You are stunned by the size of the swarm of bees.
I'm gonna combine that anyway. Queen Bee tells you the reason for their sudden attack on humanity is dot dot dot.
Queen Bee tells you the reason for their sudden attack on humanity is Option 1. Because they have discovered a cure for aging. You are shocked to hear this news. You think back to your childhood and realize that you have always been a slow learner. Option 2. That they are allergic to bee venom. You realize that the bees' stingers are actually poisonous and that you have to destroy their hive. Option 3. That they have found a new way to pollinate the flowers. They need all the bees possible to fertilize the flowers and ensure a successful harvest. Vote for your favorite AI response.
So you're helping us by stinging us to death and curing our aging? I mean, maybe we want to die? I don't want to be around forever. That's why they targeted old people. They wanted them to be young. Yeah, now I guess there's going to be a bunch of forever babies walking around. Imagine how much debt you'd incur. Yeah, there'd be some people that'd be like $4 trillion worth in debt.
Because they have discovered a cure for aging. You are shocked to hear this news. You think back to your childhood and realize that you have always been a slow learner.
An immortal that's so in debt and is so unhappy and depressed with life that he just wants to die so badly. Everyone's like, you can't die. I know. A funny concept. You should never kill yourself, but that's a funny idea. I'm a 65-year-old baby running for president. That would be weird too. I think I recall a pair of immortals like that. Oh, is there? It sounds like something that would probably already have been done in a novel. Yeah. Or like, it's kind of common with ghosts. It's like, please, I just want to go to rest. I mean, it only stops you from aging to death. Yeah, I guess you're not invincible. You're just immortal. So you could still die. You give in and let the bees give humanity immortal life. The gift of immortal life. 1,000 years pass.
You give in and let the bees give humanity the gift of immortal life. 1,000 years pass. Option 1. Queen Bee comes up to you and says, "My dear Duncoon, you are doing a wonderful job." She gives you a small box.
1,000-year anniversary
Option
ring.
2. In the future, a new beehive has risen up in the U.S. This hive is called the United States of America. The hive is led by a new bee queen named Queen Bee. Option 3.
The founding
Queen Bee
fathers were
wakes up
bees.
and realizes she has wasted too much time. She has to get rid of her drones and return to her home planet and start her new mission.
What?
Vote for your
The bees
favorite
were
AI
aliens
response.
the whole time? Oh, wow. Wow, that was a fun waste of 1,000 years. I gotta go back to my home planet. They think I just went out for cigarettes. America's just a hive and all Americans are bees. You know, who knew? Wow, totally split vote for everybody here. Curious to see what's in the box. Curious to see the United States of Bee America. And very intrigued by the probability that bees are secret aliens. It's okay. We could still make them aliens, Federico. That's still an interesting idea. We just gotta find out what's in the box. What's in the small box?
Queen Bee comes up to you and says, "My dear Duncoon, you are doing a wonderful job." She gives you a small box.
You open the box. Queen Bee says it is your 1000th be your 1000th anniversary of being immortal. 1000th year anniversary. You open the box and see it is
Queen Bee says it is your 1000th year anniversary of being immortal. You open the box and see it is Option 1. A golden crown. You put the crown on and feel your body become super strong and super fast. You run around the town and try to figure out how to stop the bees.
That's a little too late.
Option 2. A golden bee king crown. You take it and place it on your head. You dress up as a bee and fly off to the hive with Queen Bee.
Okay.
Option 3. A small key.
We can fly
You
now?
look around and see that you are in a giant bee city. You walk into a large bee city and see that you are in a massive bee city.
What number 3 is really?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Bay City, B City, B. You're a bee in the city. B City. B City, B City, B City. Oh, B City. Oh, B City. And weight is their weakness. Oh, B City. I don't know. There's something there. I can't quite figure it out. Please give me the cure to immortality. New York Bee City.
A golden crown. You put the crown on and feel your body become super strong and super fast. You run around the town and try to figure out how to stop the bees.
Then you remember the solution was right under your nose the entire time. Obesity. You start a revolution and take over the city by flailing your fat around. You rename the city O-B City.
Then you remember the solution was right under your nose the entire time, obesity. You start a revolution and take over the city by flailing your fat around. You rename the city, OB City.
Nice. The AI does not know what the fuck to do. Hold on, let me...
Option 1. You command the bees to destroy all the human infrastructure. The bees do as you say, and the first thing they destroy is the hospital.
Oh, damn!
Option 2. You decide to upgrade your city and create a new hive of honeybees. You fly to the airport and get a drone to transport you to the new hive. Option 3. You are the new bee king and you are going to lead the bees to victory.
Yeah, but
you
the bees
wake up
that
in
were
a strange
humans.
bed. You can't move or speak.
Ah. One
Vote
is something
for your
the
favorite
Joker
AI
would do.
response.
Yeah. Aha.
You command the bees to destroy all the human infrastructure. The bees do as you say, and the first thing they destroy is the hospital.
Okay, here we go. As you take over more and more territory at a frightening rate, the bees surrender and offer to make a peace treaty.
As you take over more and more territory at a frightening rate, the bees surrender and off to make a peace treaty. Option 1. You use your new powers to make the bees live forever. You fly around the world and see that the bees have conquered most of the planet. Option 2. You give them the gift of eternal life and they agree to live forever in OB City. You are crowned Bee King and they leave with a smile on their faces. Option 3. You are so happy you cry. Thank you for saving us, Dunkun. You hear the Queen Bee say, I'm glad that I could help. Vote for your favorite AI response.
So I give them nothing because they already have eternal life, and then they get to live in obesity. I'm glad I could help by not helping whatsoever. I think this is a good... Any of these are, you know, good ends. Although, 3 is the funniest. I don't know. We didn't save them, yeah.
You are so happy you cry.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving us, Dunkun. You hear the Queen Bee say, I'm glad that I could help.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna raid KoboldAI and watch their stream because they just went live. So short stream, but thanks for watching. Join the Discord, submit your prompt. See you next time. Bye, ho wee way. Stick around and let's raid KoboldAI.